What's up, folks? I'm back, and we're playing some VGC. I got this team from Mochimo. Shout out to Mochimo. Pretty loyal viewer, member of the Discord channel, etc., etc. So, gave me a VGC team, so we're gonna play some VGC. This is kind of similar. I've seen this team before. I've seen a version of this that Aaron Cybertron Zhang here used, and I'm excited to use it myself. Ursaluna goes stupido in this game. We're going to start out with both our restricteds, even though that's probably a terrible play. Actually, hold on. Let me think about this. So, clearly this team has two modes. There's Koraidon mode and there's Trick Room mode, right? So, we should plan accordingly to that, right? And I think we should start with the Koraidon, the Flutter Mane, and the Calyrex, and the Go Stupido Ursaluna. Alright, cool. I made a good play. Let's go ahead and protect here and then Icy Wind with the Flutter Mane. Koraidon's Scale Shot cannot multi-hit, cannot hit Flutter Mane, so there's no risk of Sash getting broken here. Icy Wind, I do win the speed tie, which, I mean, doesn't really matter, obviously, and you see Koraidon. Awesome, cool. So now I'm in really good position because I can I'm actually faster with Flutter, unfortunately. So let me Flame Charge, lay Ozerpin, and then I will Shadow Ball Ozerpin as well, because I figured it was probably going to go for a Follow Me. We do a lot of damage to it, Flame Charge does kill it, though, in accordance with Shadow Ball. Please don't kill me. Wow, what in the world, dude? How does that kill? Like, genuinely, I'm so dead ass. How does that kill? We don't know. But let's go ahead and go for a Trick Room here. Actually, let's go for a Tera Fire Trick Room. And then let's Moonblast Mr. Mirage. Oh my god. Please give me a special attack drop. I need it so badly. Alright, 43%, not bad. Oh, he discharges. That doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, that's so banded. That's actually so banded. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Glacial Lance. And then, what if I made a Fire play and just... Nah, there's no reason to overpredict here. Let's just go for a Shadow Ball on Koraidon. And Koraidon doesn't die, which is fine. He's probably just going to discharge again, which is fine because I have Earthquake Guy in the back. So, actually, let's put Ursaluna in the first slot. I have Earthquake Guy, so I think it's okay. I can Earthquake this turn, and I have 3 returns of Trick Room. You cannot stall this out with Protect, so I'm obviously going to Earthquake this turn. I'm going to Earthquake until Koraidon goes down, and then I will Headlong Rush or Facade Screamtail. He reverses my Trick Room, though, which is interesting. So I'm going to go for Facade then instead. Ha! Psychic Fangs did nothing. Dude, I don't get it. Koraidon must have had to have been Choice Specs. It had to have been. Otherwise, you should always click Protect in that scenario then, especially if you're reversing Trick Room. There's no reason you shouldn't click Protect there. All right. So our opponent has a very threatening team. I'm going to go with Calyrex in the front. I need someone who can quickly swap out if it's a bad matchup. If they start with Kyogre, I need someone to like swap out immediately. But I also need someone to cover for the Rex. I think that would be Amoonguss, because I can Spore it. I could also Fake Out it, I guess. That is also another option. Maybe I do that. Maybe I go Calyrex Incineroar, and then Flutter Mane Sash is really nice, I'll be honest. Okay, cool. This is a great start then. I'm just gonna immediately click Glacial, I think. Actually, I could go Koraidon here, and I could Fake Out into Calyrex, because I guess you could Will-O-Wisp into Calyrex, and that's really bad if that happens. So let's do this. Let's go into Flutter, and then we fake... Oh, interesting. Oh, Dusclops has Trick Room. Bruh. Bruh. Why did that just get clicked? Alright, whatever. I don't care. Alright. Yeah, let's just get rid of Calyrex right now. Because it's a vulnerable spot. So even if he swaps out into something else, it's a vulnerable spot. Yep, exactly. 30%, not bad. Ship, knockoff. Ooh, not bad at all. Leftovers. Alright, Interessante. So I can actually switch out Flutter and go back into Calyrex here. And then I'm going to knock off Dusclops Eviolite, actually. So something interesting about VGC this generation is I feel like knockoff has got a lot more popular than in previous generations. I'm not sure if that's just an overall meta shift or you actual bitch. God damn it. Alright. Let's protect with Calyrex. I want to see what it wants to do, and I'll party shot on Gastro. I will not party shot on Gastro. Alright. It's not, why? Why you keep clicking that, dude? What in the world? Alright, whatever. Are you gonna let me party shot now, dude? Like, this is actually starting to annoy me a little. Why am I getting notifications? You disable protect, but like, that doesn't matter. Or as a matter, it does a lot more than I would have liked it to, I won't lie. Glacial Lance does a good amount of chip, though. Party shot on the Gastro. And I will, I think we bring out Flutter. Because I can, you can't double disable me. There's no, and then we can Shadow Ball into Clops. Yep, this is a very safe play. You can't double disable me. That's not a thing. I don't know why Dusclops hasn't gone for a Will-O-Wisp yet, but I'm not going to overreact and click the Tera button just yet. If Calyrex gets burned, then so be it, I guess. We'll figure it out from there. But as long as Dusclops dies this turn, then we're good. And I think it should, if I'm not mistaken. I hope it does. God, it's annoying. Dusclops was so good in Generation 8. Oh my god, that was most annoying Pokemon of all time. So bulky, sets up Trick Room for free every time because you can't click you can't click Fake Out into it. He breaks my stash with Pain Split, which is quite annoying to be honest. But he brings out Ray here. I'll just go for a Glacial Lance and then bring in Koraidon here. There's no way you cannot beat this swap right here unless you Ice Beam. Because this will disable the rain, set up the sun, so Water Spout will have much less. Oh my god, yeah, this is over. This is very over. Very, very over game right now. Just because now Calyrex-Ice comes out, I will just keep clicking Glacial. I'll high horsepower actually, and then I will I'll CC into Kyogre. Yeah, I figure some. Oh wow, that was not what I was expecting at all. Are you really setting up Trick Room again? Only doing 38 is nasty work, though. Alright. That's fine, though. You cannot set the rain back up again. So I will go into Incineroar! Let the big dog eat! And I'm actually, I'm tempted to set up Trick Room here, but I'm not going to, because I'm not about that life. Alright. Let's, I'm tempted to actually parting shot into Rex, but the Fake Out is super free into Ray here. So let's do that. Yep, not bad ship. Flinched. Glacial Lance comes out, almost killing Ray. He Glacial Lance me back again, which is fine. I'll just keep clicking Glacial Lance, and I could just knock Kyogre, actually. Actually, there's no reason to. Let me knock. Origin Pulse does kill. Let me win the Speed type, please. Thank you. Alright, nice chip. Unfortunately, if you set up Trick Room here, I think I lose, actually, but you did not set up Trick Room. Are you Citrus? You're kidding. Oh my goodness, that's really unfortunate. Moonblast has higher base power. I don't think there's Tera matters at this point. Tera normal doesn't make a difference. Oh my god, bro, you're kidding. Wow. Fucking lucky dick, bro. That's actually insane. What in the world am I looking at right now? Okay, so one, don't like that. Camerupt? What in the world? Okay. So I think the way I cover best for Smeargle just to not set up Trick Room is Flutter and Calyrex, which sounds weird, but trust me, bro, it's going to work. It always works. And my opponent is also only using one restricted, which is very interesting. So, folks, I've been thinking about this. Should we set up a Brawl Stars YouTube channel? Now, I know when I set up these one-off spoof channels in the past, for example, the Axle Breakers, I have a hard time committing to them. I know, it's a flaw. I got it. I know it's a flaw I have. I know I struggle with it. But listen, folks, I have very good, logical, sound reasoning for doing this. And the main one being that recording Brawl Stars is very easy, first of all. Actually, it's not that easy. I mean, it's easy enough, but anyway, that's first of all. And second of all, I'm actually good at Brawl Stars. I am very, very talented at Brawl Stars. I have like 75,000 trophies. I've been playing the game for 5 to 6 years. You guys say, like, I'm dog water at Pokemon. I know that. It's one of my... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Out of all the plays, that is not the one I expected. That's really crazy. Alrighty then. Well, interesting. Okay, well, we'll just Moonblast on Smeargle then. I thought Smeargle was going to be some weird Trick Room setter, but honestly, I chunked it, so I think this Moonblast does kill it, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, getting one Spore off into me is fine, and he misses on both. Oh, dude, that's so unlucky, man. I'd be smashing my computer right now, honestly. Me, personally, I wouldn't be taking that, but you know how it is. This is just the game we play, folks. This is just the game we play. Let's Glacial Lance here. Shadow Ball into Calyrex. My opponent has not burned Tera yet, whereas I have, which is not great, but we'll figure it out. My opponent's in a position, though, where they have to figure out if they want to set Trick Room more or if they want to just start picking up kills, aka killing Flutter Mane. Camera does use its Tera, though. Interesting decision, because I think this kill... Oh, ugh. Ah, that's really close. But he crunches into Calyrex for no reason. Life Orb Calyrex, by the way, which isn't even a real set. What are you doing? My guy. Should I Icy Wind here? Is my Calyrex faster? My Calyrex is faster. Alright. I hope this isn't an absurdly greedy play. Okay, it's not an absurdly greedy play. Let's go. Actually ended up being an okay play. Alright. We'll kill Calyrex this next turn. And then we'll high horsepower into Ganachi. And we'll win this game, I think. Wide guard? Buddy. There was no world where I was clicking Glacial Lance here, dude. What are you doing? Hi. Get out of here. Goodbye. Actually, wait. The smarter play would be to Glacial Lance at this point because Glacial Lance does not miss. And I don't need to do that much damage into Garganacci. Not that it matters, but you know what I mean. So, like, I'm very good at Brawl Stars. I'm very talented. I think I'm way funnier playing Brawl Stars, too. I'm, like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched this YouTuber called Ken, but he's so funny. I feel like I could be the Brawl Stars equivalent of that, because I tried being the Showdown equivalent of that, but, like, Showdown doesn't have an audience for this. Showdown users hate it when you rage. I get so many dislikes on videos where I get, like, upset and rage about luck and stuff. If that was like a Clash Royale or Brawl Stars video, like the fetuses would love it. They'd eat it up. It would be the funniest thing they've seen all week. But here on Pokemon Showdown, everyone's like, oh, you're a sore loser. It's not funny. Your attitude is why you lose these games. Shut up, bro. First of all, shut up. Second of all, it's funny if you get the stick out of your bum. How do I lead this? So that's my rant for the day. Also, if you think setting up a Showdown account would be a good idea, smash like. And if you think setting up Brawl Stars idea is a bad idea, smash like. Actually, don't smash like. Likes literally don't do anything but feed my ego. Instead, leave a comment and say, I'm stupid or I'm smart. And then we'll figure it out from there. All right, so my opponent started with Lugia in Kyogre. So I'm going to go into Koraidon. Actually, I can Glacial Lance this first time because I can fake out in Kyogre. Is Lugia Wide Guard? If it is, it doesn't really impact anything in this scenario. It doesn't have Quick Guard, which is all that matters. And he does not let me fake out Kyogre, which is fine. He sets up a Tailwind for Lugia, which I don't get why, because if I set up Trick Room there, it would have been Jover for you. All right, hold on. Let me think about this. All right. Let me bring in the guy. And the guy in question, Koraidon. So, folks, you might be wondering, why am I setting up Trick Room this turn then if I'm bringing in Koraidon? Well, Koraidon is a sack at this point. Oh my gosh, I am so talented and handsome. That was the great... Oh, it's because he has Tailwind up. Yeah, so I'm faster than him anyway. That's really funny, actually, when you think about it. All right, so we know Glacial Lance will kill Lugia here. If Kyogre's Wide Guard, then, you know, so be it, I guess. I don't know. But Lugia is probably faster than... Yep, okay. Yep, and your Lugia's dead. And I lost nothing for that. And I get a crit, which did not matter at all. And I win the game. You are a goobed. You actually are. This is a weird scenario where my opponent is actually stalling out their own Tailwind because I've set up Trick Room, and Koraidon is faster because of that, but it's actually slower because of that. I know that makes no sense, folks, but just trust me, it makes sense. All right, let's CC into Kyogre. I guess I could turn into a fire. Do I need Tera on anything else? I guess on Ursa might not be a bad idea. Nah. There's no reason to Glacial Lance here, honestly. Let's high horsepower into Prima. And let's CC into Kyogre. And if I lose Koraidon, like, it's not the end of the world, honestly, at this point. But Kyogre is a vulnerable spot. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Yep, they really are trying to stall out their Tailwind. So I'm very thankful I made the plays I did. And Kyogre actually just gets one shot. Good lord. And good night. Alright. So Gothy Tail comes in. Unfortunately, that means that I can no longer switch out Koraidon. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to stall out this Sun. And the first thing I'm going to do is click Protect here. Well, Gothy is going to click Perish Song. So honestly, I don't care if Koraidon like takes this then. Okay, that's not actually what I expected at all. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, that does make sense though. And Gothy's just dead now. But I can actually stall out my own trick. I'm not going to stall out Trick Room with Calyrex, but I can stall it out with Koraidon. And I'll just... I guess I don't... Wow, that did a lot. Holy cow. That actually did so much, bro. What in the world? Wow. That's actually crazy. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting 80%. I guess Prim is a Spidef guy and not a Fizdef guy. Alright, so our opponent's running Terapagos as their second restricted, which Terapagos is probably not great for this team, I won't lie, but I can start with Koraidon and Flutter Mane, and that actually covers well into Calyrex-Ice anyway. And if Indeedee comes out, then I just shoot the computer and we call it a day. But if that doesn't happen, we'll bring Amoonguss and Calyrex in the back, because I can get off free Spores here, which is great. Because I love getting off Spore. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love making things go to sleep. I wish I could use Spore on myself some days. It would be nice. It would be nice. All right, we're going to pause until our opponent comes... Oh, never mind. We're not going to pause it until our opponent comes back, because our opponent came back. Farigiraf here. Jeez. That's annoying. Should I just go Amoonguss immediately then? And because the fake out is very obvious. And then that's my only way to like keep in this game. And if you Flare Blitz here, then it's whatever. But he did go for a fake out because I'm the go and I get a free Moonblast and you Trick Room up. And now I have Amoonguss in under Trick Room. And you look very, very silly right now because I can just sleep Incineroar. Oh, shoot. I just realized Incineroar. Well, hold on. It might just be knockoff or something. It probably has safety goggles, honestly. So let's go into Calyrex now with in our Flutter Mane slot. If you Flare Blitz into that slot, I guess it is what it is, right? And he Flare Blitzes into Amoonguss, which is what I expected. So I got the Spore off, which is what I needed. And I'm actually... Oh, dude, why do I have speed on Calyrex, bruh? Whatever. I'm gonna protect here with Calyrex and then CC into Incineroar. I feel like you probably swap out Incineroar, but I also don't think you have a switch in anyway. Okay, so actually that worked out really well. That was... My opponent should have always swapped there. They should have always swapped, and not swapping there is really going to bite them in the butt. Alright, let's Flare Blitz here into Rex, and then Glacial Lance here. As he turns to an Ice Joint. I should have Terra'd Koraidon. That was a bad play. That really was a terrible play. I kill Farigiraf here on the turn. It was going to wake up from Trick Room, though, which is excellent. And I can actually protect on Flutter this turn. And then I could protect on Cali as well, actually. Honestly, what are the odds that Indeedee... If Indeedee follows... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? If Indeedee follows me this next turn, then I'm just absolutely bugging, right? Let me think about this. Okay, so if Indeedee clicks follow me this turn, and Calyrex is going to click Glacial Lance, and Is Indeedee going to attack or not? That's the question. If Indeedee doesn't attack, I'd rather attack this turn. So that's what I'm going to do. Yes! Yes, I made the right play. I think Calyrex... Calyrex! Why did you die? Why did you die? That's unreal! What is that damage? What is that damage? Oh my... It went from 18% to 61%. What in the world, dude? I hate VGC, bro. It's so stupid. Up, here come the dislikes. I can already hear everyone, every sweaty 30-year-old neckbeard, like, clicking the dislike button. I love this. I love the community. I really do like the community. Except for the people who dislike me when I'm trying to be funny. Those guys suck. Alright, how do I play this game? How did I deal with Smeargle last time? I think I started with Flutter. Flutter. What if I just started Ursaluna? Is that like, is anyone gonna like criticize me if I do that? And then I just Moonblast Koraidon and I click EQ turn 1? Like, is anyone gonna be mad at me if I do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Me personally, I wouldn't be. Because you're not going to see... Wait. Let's think about this. What if I Icy Wind because it's so much freer and then Tera Ghost and Facade into Smeargle? Oh my god, that is not the play I expected to happen at all. Alright, well, I'm glad we Icy Winded then instead of what I originally planned on doing. Imprison? Brother, there's no way you have Facade on that Smeargle set. What? What? Why did what just got clicked, dude? What in the world? This Screamtail is going to be very annoying, though. But it's okay, because I do have Moonblast on Koraidon, I do have Protect on Ursaluna. So I think it's actually going to be okay. Screamtail can't outspeed me at this rate. Koraidon, okay, that's fine. Oh my god, not this bullshit. Alright, I'm switching both immediately. I'm not dealing with Gothitail today. Nope, not today, Satan. Not today. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. I don't have to deal with Satan, so I'm not dealing with it. Screw that. Actually, wait. Flutter Mane can switch at any point. So there's no reason not to just do that and then switching Calyrex. I guess Ursaluna could swap at any point too, now that I think about it. But that's beside the point. Alright, Moonblast there. Screamtail tries to Encore me. I don't know why. I don't know what you would have been trying to Encore at that point. Let's Shadow Ball Gothy and then Glacial Lance. I think that's free. Could Gothy be running Fake Out here, actually? It really could, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, nope, that is not who I wanted to click that into. Alright, you know what? If you Fake Out, though, it's like whatever, honestly. It doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, like, it literally doesn't make a difference at all, because you're just going to Screamtail Perish Song again. I know how these teams work. Disable? Yeah, right, dude. Screamtail is not a real Pokemon. What in the world? It doesn't affect anything on Screamtail. It's not like if I was sashed, then it would, but like I'm not sashed, so it's fine. Alright, I'm not willing to risk if this Koraidon is going to click Protect or not. So I'm just gonna go Ursaluna. And then I might even click Trick Room here. No, that's definitely a horseshit play. Let's horseshit as I click High Horsepower. Smash like. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, he turns to a Fire Joint. Flame charges me, which just OHKOs me. That is ridiculous. Alright, Screamtail can't click Perish Song at this point. It actually just dies. I just realized that. Screamtail just dies, dude. That's so funny. Alright. Let's go into Flutter. And we'll Headlong Rush. And I always have a Sash intact, so it's like fine, I think. I don't think Koraidon has any spread moves. Yeah, that's gonna do so much recoil to yourself. Yeah, I mean, you just couldn't... I don't think it would have been... Oh, Shadow Ball just crits and kills. Okay, awesome, cool. Yeah, nice Perish Trap, Wolfie. Yeah, I just killed Wolfie. Let's go. Oh, God, everyone's wanting things from me. No! Oh, my goodness. All right, this is going to be the last one, then. Let's go... Oh, interesting. Solgaleo. Huh. I don't know what Solgaleo is going to do. That's interesting. I'm thinking starting with Flutter. And then maybe even Incineroar is actually pretty good in this matchup. I feel like it might have a manual Sun mode. That's like my only concern. I'm okay with Flutter Mane and Incineroar starting bringing the 2 restrictors in the back though. And I'll pause until our opponent comes back. Alright, and we're back and we're doing a little bit of multitasking today, folks. Alright, Lilligant scares me a little bit, but that's why we have a fake out guy. So I'm gonna just Moonblast into Koraidon as I fake out Lilligant. And if, you know what, if he brings out Indeedee on the Koraidon, that would be a shice play to block the fake out. Oh, that's 100% what my opponent should do. They should swap out Koraidon into Indeedee. Oh, nope, they could not find that. Oh, wow, that is... Right, okay. Sure, buddy. Let's just Shadow Ball now into Solgaleo, and then we can knock off into, once again, Solgaleo. And if Lilligant kills Incineroar, then it's like fine. Then it's like whatever. It's not a big deal. All right. Yeah, I think it's fine. Maybe there's a world where I save Flutter Mane here, but honestly, maybe there is a world I save Flutter Mane actually. Lilligant's at -1 anyway. Nah, actually, since Lilligant's at -1, then it's fine. Let's actually save Incineroar though. By going into Koraidon. I don't know if this is the right play or not. Ah, god damn it. This is a weird set. It's a support Lilligant. That still did a lot of chip though, so I'm not like upset about that at all or anything. It's Life Orb Solgaleo, so actually Shadow Ball does kill. And I can just Flame Charge into Lilligant too, which is great. I don't think there's anything they can do about this. I don't know though. I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe my opponent can figure out a way to win this situation. Protecting is a good start. You're fucking kidding. That's really annoying. Okay. That's actually fine though, I think. I'll just keep... I'm going to do the exact same play I just made, and I'm just going to do it again. Actually, I could protect on Flutter Mane. And I could have... Yeah, I'm actually going to protect on Flutter Mane here. Because I don't want to... Yeah, exactly. Wake up, Koraidon. No, Koraidon! Koraidon! Oh my god, bro. So annoying, man. Alright, I should Shadow Ball and Fake Out, though. So it's fine. Oh my gosh. Him still having Koraidon in the back is going to be really obnoxious, though, I won't lie. Unless he swaps into it right now. But, like, being able to set up the Sun again with Lilligant is going to be really annoying. But honestly, I think Lilligant probably just protects here. Yeah, I figured. Oh, double protect. That actually makes even less sense. Alright. So I have to assume Koraidon is going to come out now then. So I kind of want to protect. And, I think the way I have to win this is by getting a position where Calyrex can actually click. Can click Trick Room here. So this is why I'm making this play, because I think he's gonna swap Koraidon in, which he does. And I can't Moonblast here because I think you're gonna Leaf Blade with Lilligant. Exactly. And now I'm gonna Parting Shot into Lilligant. And now you're in a position where you have to either kill Calyrex. Yeah, I've won. I think I haven't. I won this turn. I for sure won turn 6, right? I don't think I've won the game per se, but I definitely won turn 6. I'm going to turn Calyrex into a fire type because that's the only thing that's going to make sure that it doesn't get killed by Koraidon. Flutter Mane's faster than Koraidon too. It's not faster than Lilligant though. So if he puts me to sleep, it's okay. Honestly, maybe there's a world where I actually Moonblast on Koraidon, but it doesn't look like it matters at all. He Collision Courses there, which isn't going to do enough, which is excellent. I have Trick Room up now, and I have Incineroar out. I can Glacial Lance here. Lilligant's kind of a dead slot, but if it in the weird world that it is Sash, I want to cover for that, which is why I'm going to click Fake Out here, as it does just protect. This should one-shot Koraidon, I think, since it's single target. Okay, I live though. Okay, not bad. I'm just gonna knock off on Lilligant then. I should have faked out then if that was gonna be the case, but it's okay. Again, we're just gonna keep making the exact same play pretty much. I mean, he basically has to stall out my Trick Room. It's the only way my opponent is going to win this game because all their Pokemon are much faster than Calyrex. Unless something has an Iron Ball, which in that case, just go fuck yourself, honestly. The other way he could win, I guess, is if his Tornadus had Thunder Wave, then there's a possibility he could win off that, but it looks like my opponent has just decided to sack both Pokemon. Tornadus being Thunder Wave and winning on a Paralysis is his only way into winning this game. But I'm just going to Glacial Lance now and knock off into Solgaleo. Actually, I think Glacial Lance and Helping Hand is actually the better play here. You have to get a double protect at this point, though. But I think... Just wait. Does Solgaleo have Wide Guard? I always forget which Pokemon have Wide Guard or not. Oh my god, it does get Wide Guard. Okay, that makes things really complicated. In that case, let me High Horsepower Solgaleo. Let me actually Protect and then knock off Solgaleo. I think is the play. Which seems really backwards. But I have to cover for Wide Guard. Okay, excellent. Cool, Landorus just EPs an Incineroar, which does a lot. I won't lie. Oh, but he doesn't have Protect on Landorus. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I won that game. Oh my god, I should not have won that. There's no world where I should have won that game. There's actually no world where I should have won that game. That's crazy. Hold on, I just gotta reflect on this. I just gotta reflect. Because I don't think there's any world where I should have won this game. I don't know why Solgaleo didn't go for Wide Guard there, though, and I'm not really sure why Landorus doesn't have Protect on it. I guess I'm at, like, the very bottom of the VGC ladder, though, so it literally could just be as simple as a team building issue. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe I won that. I made every play I had to, though. My opponent just choked in the end game, really, is all that happened. Cool. Alright, well, we're gonna end it there. Thank you all very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Brawl Stars channel down below. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bitch, I never miss. Time to take a hit. Bet my fist that I never miss. Penicillin, cause I'm sicker than a motherfucker. Got a feeling that your rhymes are going down under.